Welcome back, friends. We are officially kicking off our Colorado winter adventure, where we're hitting 6 ski resorts, because apparently we don't know how to sit still.
Or how to say no.
And because someone, not naming names, thought this was the perfect time to try out new, fancy, unique ski boots. And honestly, I'm really glad we did.
After the boots were secured and my wallet finished crying, we set out on the 6.5-hour drive to Telluride.
But before we got too far, quick spoiler alert.
We headed to the mountain on opening day of skiing in Telluride.
To discover ski patrol holding picket signs that said not on strike yet, just practicing.
They did go on strike shortly after.
And the entire mountain shut down the week after we left.
So yes, we accidentally skied Telluride during the calm before the storm.
It was snowy, slippery, slightly terrifying, basically the perfect bonding experience.
But we made it safely. No emergency snacks were deployed.
Which means we're calling it a win. We decided to stay in town instead of the ski village and scored the cutest little 1-bedroom apartment, walking distance to everything. We could literally see the ski hill from our living room window.
Which we would show you the apartment, but they had a strict no video rule.
Which honestly just makes it sound more exclusive. It is officially snowing outside, so we're going to take advantage of this winter wonderland and head down to just walk downtown, and I think we're going to try to find a little holiday festival. Telluride is basically a snow globe you can walk through. Everything is close, charming, and that creekside trail, magical. Now, unfortunately, right now, the ski resort is not open, so we're taking some time to just check out this cute little Hallmark village.
Yeah, so it opens tomorrow, but the gondola is open, so we're going to try to get the lay of the land. Don't step off the trail. Thought I was going to go over there and see if there's a better place to get a picture. Wow.
Oh no. Yeah, don't step off the trail. So we're officially on the gondola, riding up to the mountain village. It's so quiet here, which is odd. I guess they just got snow probably this week, but we got here and there's snow everywhere.
Right.
So it seems like everything should be open, but when we walked by a lot of the restaurants, it said closed until it snows.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to open tomorrow, but we're going to check out the mountain village. So they have a gondola here that you can ride up to the mountain village, and it doesn't cost anything. It takes you from one village to the next, so that's pretty cool.
We wandered through holiday lights, hit a local art festival, and fully lived like locals.
We didn't eat out thanks to our very fun, very new dietary adventure, but the local market absolutely delivered for our culinary masterpieces.
And a big shout out to the people of Telluride. They were so friendly.
And so dog friendly.
Coda rode the gondola like he paid property taxes. We were up bright and early for opening day on the mountain.
It is officially the first day of skiing at Telluride. We are here for opening day. Now, we just walked from our condo in our new Apex ski boots, and they felt like they felt just like boots. I could never have walked a third of a mile in my regular ski boots.
Or even with the exoskeleton on, definitely not. They're actually very grippy, which is surprising. So they were a great boot. I'm very impressed.
Nice and warm. My feet feel warm.
Yeah.
All's good there. Now, I get super nervous, especially my first run. And unfortunately, they only have one run open and one lift, which is very disappointing because it's mostly blues. That all the way down, like one double green, they said. So Kevin's gonna go down first and check it out because I'd rather wait. We're skiing at a lot of places. Even though I can ski, I get too nervous.
She skis very well. She could actually do a black if she needed to. She just gets
But
nervous.
I don't need to.
No, but...
So anyway, that's kind of where we're at with that. So as far as would it be worth it to come here during the very opening of the season, depending on how much you want to ski, I'm not not sure, or what your level of skiing is. But even if you have a high level and there's only one run open and you're traveling 5 hours, that might not be worth it. But we're gonna see if there's other things as well that make this worth it. When we arrived at the mountain, the first thing we noticed was ski patrol with signs. So for context, the average home price in Telluride is just over $2 million. Ski patrol, not making anywhere close to own a house here money. Basically, a median of $30 per hour.
So unless you're a butterfly gardener on HGTV, you can't definitely not afford a home there. It's hard not to support the folks that put their life on the line. Their expertise is unbelievable, and honestly, we rely on them way more than we realize.
We found out just how important they are and how skilled they have to be in a later adventure we cannot wait to share. They are unbelievable, talented, and needed. Time to pay them. It was a little strange skiing while they were picketing. I just kept thinking, who exactly is patrolling this mountain right now? And it was kind of unclear, were we actually crossing a picket line or not? I don't think so.
And here's the wild part. After we left, the strike escalated and the mountain shut down completely.
So yes, we were lucky to ski at all.
All right, so we're heading up the first lift. See how she rolls. Hopefully they've got it clearly marked so you don't go off trail, because there's only one trail open.
The snowshoeing was gorgeous.
And harder than expected. We attempted some rolling terrain and immediately said, nope.
But the easier trails, pure winter magic.
So we were here 2 years ago in July, and that mountain behind me, I actually took a time-lapse photograph at night and caught the Milky Way and caught several stars, shooting stars, and Starlink as well. So we were camped out in this area where the pines are, and it was beautiful. And that mountain was still snow-capped in the middle of July. Telluride has endless options for snowshoeing and cross-country skiing, peaceful, quiet, and deceptively intense.
So was traveling all the way to Telluride to ski worth it? The skiing wasn't what we expected, but Telluride is so much more than skiing. And to be honest, I don't think we can give it a real fair shake, because this was the first winter season in like 80 some years where they didn't have much snow, and there was the whole strike thing.
It is so much more than we expected, because it's the town, it's the people, it's the trails, it's the quiet moments. It's just the overall experience that's a little different there than it is at other places.
We fully support the Telluride Ski Patrol and hope a fair resolution comes soon.
Each town has got to protect their locals so that there are people there to do the jobs that need to be done. And it's kind of unfair if you can't afford to live in your own community.
Because when a town takes care of its people, everyone wins. This trip was about more than turns on a mountain. It was about time together, adventure, and creating our own winter story. Our own little Hallmark movie. We love Telluride. We'd go back in a heartbeat. So get out there, have an adventure, and be free. We'll see you in the next one.